So it's a bit of a licensing week for Transformers in a lot of ways. A lot of different licensed Transformer product is starting to surface, whether it be just basic information or images of the product. And we have a few here. We're going to talk about them and some of the little unexpected stuff that have come of them for people that have pre-ordered them initially. And we're going to jump into that. So the first one we're going to have here is from Super7. Now, Super7 is a company that, while I really enjoy what they do, a lot of the Transformer fandom are kind of hot and cold with the stuff that they put out. You know, a lot of non-transforming product or product that they feel is kind of outside of the traditional Transformer fans' budget. And that's understandable. They really focus on a bit of a niche market, and one of their niche market products that they put out in relation to the Transformer world is their Super Cyborg line, which is pretty much 11 to 13 inch figures, non-transformable, limited articulation, that really try to target a very specific demo of audience and collector, that more vinyl kind of collector. And they're very expensive products. And they put out Optimus Prime, they put out Megatron, they put out Soundwave, and the three of those in multiple different color variations, whether it be clear or black repaints or different color schemes and characters that represent those molds. So now they've announced they're going to be making a Bumblebee. And the Bumblebee is going to be 11 inches. It's going to be made of that same kind of plastic. Again, it's a licensed limited articulation product. And like all the other Super Cyborgs, it will feature a opening and closing chest compartment to reveal the innards and design of that robot. Optimus Prime obviously had the Matrix. Megatron had his all little circuitry and stuff. And Soundwave, of course, we all know what's inside that chest. So it's going to be the same thing here. Bumblebee's going to have a removable chest piece that shows what's going on under there, and a blaster accessory. The pre-orders will be starting today and will ship out October 2021 for a whopping, and this is the criticism that Super7 gets a lot, a whopping $84.99. So, I mean, if this is your jam, sure. I mean, I'm not a big fan personally of the Super Cyborg stuff, especially with that price point. I mean, I'll be honest with you, what $84 gets me in the Transformer world is a lot of other better stuff, in my opinion. I like their reaction stuff. I like a lot of their other little smaller stuff. And of course, their Ultimates line is really cool. Super Cyborg stuff is not really my jam, but it clearly has some kind of audience, the fact that they're continuing to put out product with this. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for it. Pre-orders are up right now. And Bumblebee is on his way. This is a clear version, as they refer to, which probably means we're going to see other color schemes of this Bumblebee mold at some point or another. Next up in the licensing boogaloo, we got that of Diamond Selects Toys and what we talked about on the past with their Transformers Minimates Series 1. Now, when they first announced this, and it was via their Facebook account, we saw just kind of some control art images of it, of what the product was going to look like, just pretty much just these still images of each of the four characters of Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Starscream, and Shockwave. Now, Diamond Select recently put out their Diamond Select Ordering magazine, and then at the same time updated their Facebook account, website, and now we have some actual in-hand images of not only how the packaging is going to look, but what the actual product looks like. And what's very bizarre is it's very different than what is shown in the preview images, and even more so what's shown on the back of the card back. Now, maybe this is a variant and they forgot to mention this in their description, but so far from what it looks like, you're going to be getting everything on a blister card back with a very traditional Generation 1 kind of style. And all the figures are going to be done in a metallic sheen. And in the description, they even say here the metallic sheen is to match that of how the original Generation 1 toys looked like. I disagree with that completely. Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Bumblebee, and unless you're talking G2 Bumblebee, and Starscream did not come in metallic sheens in their original Generation 1 appearances. I don't know what they're talking about there. But what's weird is it doesn't look anything like the original box design, how they showed that they're going to be done in a matte color, which was previewed to us, and it's on the back of the packaging here. So I don't know if this is a metallic variant and they accidentally showed the variant first and there's going to be a matte version of it afterwards, but it's kind of bizarre. And also what's kind of sad is around the same time they also showed off the G.I. Joe Minimates 4-pack, which is going to be the same price as this one, by the way. They're both going to be $29.99. You get 4 figures. But the G.I. Joe one comes in a box, and the box does a Minimate style kind of mimic of the original first issue of the G.I. Joe comic books by Marvel. So it's kind of a shame that while the G.I. Joe one has a nice box display and actually looks like the product that was advertised, the Transformer one is done in a metallic kind of paint scheme that looks very different than the preview images, and it comes just on a basic blister pack, which I thought we were trying to save the environment and get rid of those blister packs. I don't know. Anyways, the point is that looks very different than what was originally sold to us. But the one, I guess, hope out of all of this and good news is we finally also get a better idea of what is the accessories that we get with this, because the original preview images that were shown to us didn't show the little extra bells and whistles that come with it. Anyone that's owned Minimates in the past knows that usually they have interchangeable parts and different face sculpts and different faces, because it's like a Lego peg where usually the helmet is covering a second face on the back that you could just twist around. So while the Optimus and the Starscream and the Bumblebee, we don't really know what those extra faces are, we do know that something will be there. Obviously Shockwave, due to design, will not have that same kind of gimmick, but we do see some extra stuff here. So we see Optimus Prime's Ion Blaster, we see Optimus Prime's Energon Axe, which we didn't know he was going to come with before, but was pretty much a given with the way Minimates has done their product for decades. We see Bumblebee's little blaster, and a nice little extra is not only is Bumblebee going to have his regular head sculpt, which is probably going to have two different facial expressions that are show accurate, he's also going to come with an extra head sculpt that you could swap out that's toy accurate. So that's pretty cool too. I wonder what the second face on the toy accurate one is. That should be interesting to see. Maybe it'll be more Goldbug kind of face as opposed to the toy accurate G1 1984 Bumblebee battle mask face, if you want to call it that. But pretty cool stuff. Otherwise, again, I'm just not a fan of the metallic color scheme. I was kind of hoping for more of that matte color. And again, G.I. Joe got a really nice box, so it's kind of a shame that we kind of get this boring blister pack. So again, like I said before, these pre-orders have gone up now. It's going to be $29.99 for the 4-pack, and according to them, this is Series 1, so there's probably plans to do others afterwards. And I mean, don't quote me on this one, but I think maybe this metallic version we're looking at is a variant, and then we're going to get the standard version beforehand. Maybe there was just some kind of mistake or lost communication going on there. But that's it more or less for the licensed stuff that's happening today that went live. Not much else that we could really talk about in the Transform world today. Let me know what you think. And I mean, I'm just waiting for that Minimate that's Hot Rod. That'll be pretty awesome. I like Minimates. I own quite a few of their different stuff from different brands. I'm probably going to pick this one up, but I am confused by the metallic color scheme despite what they were advertising all this time. So let me know what you think, and who do you want to be your dream Minimate for the future?